Good morning, guys. Happy Vlogmas day 3. So we're on the way to take baby boy to daycare. I need to go by the Mercedes dealership because my Mercedes ID is still linked to the previous owner. My car was a one owner car and their ID is still linked, so I can't remote start my car from my app because it has their email on it. So I need to do that ASAP because why is my baby getting in this cold car? Even though it heats up fairly fast, I'd rather like it be already warm in here, the seat warmers on, and just cozy, because he goes from cozy house to outside in this car, and we can't have that. So this is like the official first day of it being like cold in Georgia. This is like the first day there has been frost on the windows and everything. Yeah, we can't have that. So as soon as possible, I may go today because they close at 6. I get off at 4:30, so I'm gonna pick him up from daycare and drive there so they can change the ID because my mom guilt will eat me up. So yes, let me get him to daycare and then I will be back home because today is a day in the life of a work from home billing encoder on the billing side. So guys, I am on my first 15-minute break and I want to answer some questions that I have been asked since I've started working in billing and coding, but I'm going to do the prayer today because I haven't done it with y'all in so long and I just want to keep it going. I don't know if I'm going to bring the prayer cards back out, but I will still do them here. So let's see. I have set the Lord always before me because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Psalm 16:8. I don't have a team leader with them. So I've been asked a question, why did you go to be a medical billing encoder when you was already a medical assistant working from home? So with medical assistant, I was only able to do medical records, and like some jobs would let you do prescriptions or you would do scribe work. And being a medical assistant working from home, there's perks and then there's not. It's some jobs that won't pay you enough to work as a medical assistant from home, and then jobs are slowly moving into, okay, well, all of that happened that caused y'all to work from home is like, it's gone now, so you can come back into the office and work as a medical assistant. So I was like, okay, I do not want that to happen. And then two, I just didn't want to be limited. As a medical assistant, you're not a essential worker working from home, but billing and coding you are, because in order for hospital, doctor's office, anything working in the medical field, in order for them to get paid, they need a medical billing encoder. And so with medical billing and coding, you can work on the billing side or you can work on the coding side. And I'm learning that I thought that you worked in medical billing and coding when you got a job, but it's so many perks to being a medical billing encoder, and the pay is different as well. The pay is different for a medical coder as it is for a medical biller. My options are limitless. I can work from home for the rest of my life. I can become a contract medical billing encoder. Like, it's so much. Now, I've also been asked about, how did you get a job with you being a medical billing encoder without your professional coding license. My school contracted with this company and they had so many slots available that the company was offering, and I was one of the ones who was chosen for the position. I was asked, how did you get a job so fast after graduating from UMA? When it comes to myself, I don't play. I get on it. I'm not gonna lag because my money, the world moves with money. So I'm like, okay, no thank you. I'm gonna start early. Around that 3-month mark of, okay, it's almost time for me to graduate, I started like looking into career services and just how could they help me. I started getting real acquainted with one person and just making sure that I called them every month and just told them, hey, I'm graduating in 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. How can I increase my chances of getting a job? I know that y'all have work from home jobs. Can I just apply to those and get the position and just work until something comes available? And let me tell you one thing, the jobs that are like what you went to school for and they're just customer service based, you're not going to be paid more. They tried to offer me like $13 or $14 and I was like, who can survive off that? Like, no thank you, I'm not doing that. So I was just being adamant about what I wanted. And it's okay to say no. Like, just because they got a job and you don't have a job doesn't mean you got to take it if it doesn't fit what you need. Why would you go and work a job that doesn't pay you enough and you're still struggling? And some people say some money is good, better than no money. Don't waste your time. Just don't. Because, I mean, yes, that money can pay for something else, but the mental space that it puts you in, still not being able to survive and pay and take care of the things that's needed, that's just, we're not doing that. So that's how I was able to get a job. I just stayed on top of them when it came to me graduating and just letting them know what I was looking for. And I told them I needed to make this amount of money or close to it as possible. I'm not gonna take nothing less than this amount low, and high you can touch the ceiling. How long did it take me to finish school? It took me 8 months to finish school. It was fairly easy. I was asked also, how did I get my work done so fast? I'm the type of person, I don't want to keep having to do my work every single day. So on Fridays, I would complete all of my work for the week. And then you had to go in and answer 2 discussion questions with your classmates. So I would just section that off. So the Friday before, I would start work because it comes in on that Friday at 12 a.m. I would do all of my work then, and I would do my discussion question. It's a lot, but I just dedicated my whole Friday to doing my work. On Sunday, I answered 1 discussion question from 1 student. And then on Tuesday, I answered another discussion question from another student. And then that was that on that. And then on Friday, I just completed it over again. And that's how I maintain honor roll, because I just made sure that my work was done. And if anything came back or if I missed something on a question, on a test, I would just go back in and answer it, because they let you have 2 attempts to complete anything that you got wrong on your test. I think that's kind of it for now. I'm going back to work now. I have 3 minutes, so I'm going to get me something to drink and then I'm going to get back to the computer because I'm about to do some training again with my leadership. So yes, but I will be back to answer more questions if you have them. If not, then place some questions below that you have about me in medical billing and coding, and just any questions that you have, and I'll just answer them throughout random videos. But let me get back to work. So guys, I am on my lunch break and I didn't do anything special on my lunch break. I'm just eating greens from Thanksgiving. But yeah, so I can eat greens every day. Like some people like, put that Thanksgiving food up. I can eat off of my greens for days. So yes, that's what I'm doing. I just have some greens and some meat out the pot. Also, I like to drizzle a little bit of vinegar on my greens and some hot sauce. How do you eat your greens? I used to have like those little hot peppers, but you can't find those like hot peppers like back in the day. Like the ones that would sit on your grandmama's table for like days, and some of them would be yellow and red and orange. Like you can't find those no more, but that's what I like to do. Vinegar, hot sauce, and yeah, that's it. Also, we're getting done with work a little bit early, and I'm going to pick my baby up. Anytime I get a chance to go pick him up early or have some free time, I go pick him up. So I'm going to utilize my whole lunch break sitting here, and I'm gonna run pick him up and come back home, and then finish the rest of my day out doing some e-learnings. So I'll be back. So guys, I am on the way to the dealership to get my Mercedes Me ID changed so I can start auto starting the car in the morning, because it's supposed to be really cold tomorrow and I cannot go another day with this car being this cold. So I have a good little drive because I gotta drive all the way out by the Riverside Mall. Yes, but this is my mom, so let me get back to y'all.
Two big tails, the little blue bottlenose, they belong to blue whales. Yeah. The little blue boat has friends that have feathers. How nice to have someone to sail with.